So for all of you PO players out there, Pokemon Online players, do you guys actually play on Wi-Fi? Because well, I've been playing on PO a lot, and since then I've made a couple of really good teams, including this one, which I feel is one of the better ones. I might be actually changing it a little bit because of the recent battles I've been having, but whatever. Anyways, so have you ever, like, if you play PO a lot, have you ever noticed that when you play on Wi-Fi, it seems like people on Wi-Fi play a lot less standard? And due to this, you don't know what they're doing, and they run random stuff that you're not prepared for, and thus you lose, even though you think you're better, but you lose. I get that a lot. However, this battle's versus Red, and Red's a good player. I'm not gonna say he's not a bad player, but he just runs random stuff, and it seems to work. Okay, so I lead off with Lucario, he leads off with Jirachi, and I'm like, okay, Jirachi, I'm gonna go into Espeon. He tricks me, and I'm like, what is this, 4th gen? Okay, so I switch out, go into my Ferrothorn, and I'm like, duh, he's not gonna set up Stealth Rocks or use Thunder Wave or anything like that. He's gonna U-turn because, well, he had a Scarf. Why wouldn't he have U-turn? So he tricked me. Like whatever. He has an Infernape now. I have a Ferrothorn, so that's obviously bad. So I switch. I go into my Mence. Mence walls pretty much the Infernape. I was hoping he doesn't go for Stone Edge or anything, but he does go for Swords Dance. So now I know that he's probably Life Orbed or Leftovers or Lumberry or something. Well, probably not Lumberry. Probably Life Orb. So whatever. I predict a switch though, and I go for the Dragon Pulse, but it really doesn't do anything with Zapdos. So I'm like, okay, so he has specially defensive Zapdos. I've seen enough. Okay, so alright. So I predict the electric move. I go into Ferrothorn. He goes for Discharge. I'm like, this just gets more and more unstandard. Actually, no, Zapdos with Discharge was kind of standard, so I won't actually put him down on that. But then I totally, I'm like, Heat Wave on Zapdos is totally standard. Why am I keeping my Ferrothorn in? So I take a Heat Wave to the face as I go for Stealth Rocks, which I guess is a good switch on... No, it's not. That was horrible. I don't know why I did that. I'm just dumb. So I go back into Espeon thinking that, I don't know. I really don't know. But I do predict the switch into something. I actually thought he'd go into Reuniclus, but he goes into Rachi. I guess Shadow Ball's better than Psychic, so whatever. I see this Rachi, so I go into Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn is Death Fodder / maybe this Rachi can't do anything to this to the Ferrothorn, which is great. But whatever, I guess not. He decides to trick again to get my leftovers and give me back the Psychic Gem. And right here I did go for Leech Seed, which is very unfortunate because I would have gotten enough HP back so that I can for sure go for the Thunder Wave here, which I did decide to go for the Thunder Wave here. I don't know why, I just did, and it turns out to suck because, yeah, he's still faster, and he actually does kill me with the U-turn. I actually didn't think U-turn would kill, but it does, and Ferrothorn dies. So that's unfortunate because I went for Thunder Wave again. But whatever. So he goes into his Latios. I go into my Espeon, which is Scarfed, may I remind you. So, he knows that. He goes into his Zapdos as I go for the Shadow Ball again. That's good though. I really don't care that much due to the fact that, okay, I'm going to get more Stealth Rock damage, etc, etc. Zapdos is out. Zapdos isn't really that big of a threat to me, but I was hoping that he does go for Heat Wave and not Discharge here, which was great. I don't know why he did go for Heat Wave though, because look at my team. Maybe there was something that could take a Discharge. I don't know, but he just has to go for Heat Wave, so whatever. So yeah, so now he switches out, going to Jirachi, and I missed this Stone Edge. Now, this Stone Edge was so crucial. I was like, really? Because last turn it did have a chance of killing, but this turn it has even less of a chance of killing, and I didn't want that chance to, fail and take, an Iron Head to the face. So I decided to switch into Espeon. Espeon, I do double switch into my Lucario. But he does U-turn, because, again, why would... I'm forgetting this Jirachi has U-turn. I haven't seen a Jirachi with U-turn in so long. I mean, I've seen Celebi, but yeah, it just sucks. I have to start thinking of older sets, because that's all that frickin' Red runs. And it makes me mad. So he goes into Infinite, I switched to Suicune, hoping that I can take that close combat pretty well. It's not pretty well taken, but it's enough that I can live another and kill him with the Scald. And he knows this, so he switches out, goes into his Latios, and I'm like, please get a burn. Please get a burn, please. And I don't get the burn. So that sucks. But I know he's going to go for Draco, probably, so I'm going to go to Espeon to take it, so he lowers special attack, but I die to Stealth Rock, so I'm like, okay, that sucks. So I'm going to go into Lucario. Now, I actually calced it, and I think I could have lived it, but I didn't. So I was like, okay, I must have calced it wrong, or something, or I'm just, you know, bad. So, yeah. But I go into Terrakion, and Terrakion seems to do faster, so the reason why he killed my Lucario is because he was modest, and I didn't calc modest, and modest would kill, so yeah, so he's modest specs. I don't know. That doesn't really make sense to me either, but whatever. Anyway, so I don't have really anything to take, you know, I don't want him to get a free Shell Smash, and I know he's going for Shell Smash. I have this thing, I have Mince, and I have Suicune left. I really can't take a hit with any of those more than once, so I decided to go into Mince just to get an Intimidate off, because he is going to be faster than Suicune, but I'm hoping a Stone Edge won't kill Suicune, because Suicune has a lot of defense investment. Turns out the Waterfall doesn't kill, and turns out he is slower than me, which is weird, so I guess he's not jolly. It's like, why do you run the plus attack nature? Run the plus speed nature. It's so much better! But yeah, he goes into this, this thing. I do go for the Dragon Pulse, as he goes for the Toxic. Now, two things. One, I had Lumberry. He missed, so that really didn't matter. But two, why did you go for Toxic and not Discharge? I will never know. Would have killed me, especially for the fact that I was Naive Nature. But, I don't know. That really didn't make sense to me. Plus, for the fact, why is he going to Jirachi and why is he going to Zapdos when he has this Reuniclus that will easily take me out? Like, he could just keep going for Calm Minds here and kill me. But he doesn't go for Calm Mind, he instead goes for Psychic. Actually, I think looking at that damage, maybe not going, I don't know. Maybe not going for Calm Minds was the better choice. I don't know. But, whatever the case may be, I go into Terrakion, I go for the X-Scissor. I'm fairly certain that he's not going to go for Calm Minds and stuff because, you know, he's going to die if he does. But Psychic does take me out, which is unfortunate. Again, he might not be even running any bulk, because, or he might be running defense. Actually, no, he is running defense. That's correct. He is running defense. But either way, I go into Suicune, and I was not thinking this Scald would kill, but it does. So, woohoo! Yeah. So all he has left is Infernape, which close combat won't kill me, and I kill him with the Scald. Now, the only reason why I'm acting the way I am is because I don't understand how I won that. I really should have lost. But to this utmost non-standard team I've ever seen. But that's just how Red plays. Red is like the only person, RedLatios07 is like the only person that I can play who can use Pokemon like Caracosa and Zapdos and OU and destroy someone with it. I don't understand it, but he does, and he almost beat me. Really, if he just saved his Zapdos and his Jirachi for later, I think he would have won. Because it would have been the same outcome, really. His Reuniclus would come in, take out my Mence, and then I go into Terrakion, I take out the Reuniclus with... Or, well, he takes out my Terrakion, I have Suicune, I Scald him, he dies, he goes into Zapdos, he wins. I mean, if he saved his Zapdos, he probably would have won, but he didn't. So that's a very bad choice on you, Red. But, yeah, you totally should have won that, and I played really bad. So, I played bad too. I don't know. I think we both played bad, and that's why I won. But either way, good game, Red. That's pretty much that. On other news, I have a new channel. It's called We Rage at Games. There's 4 people in it. It's Red, me, PulseFX, and Revolution X 1600, who are the main owners of that channel, and it's pretty much us raging at games. If you ever heard PulseFX rage, you want to sub that channel, trust me. If you guys liked my Nuzlocke, those are pretty much the same people who are in there, but they're actually playing. So if you like my Nuzlocke, definitely go sub that channel. It's pretty cool. I can't wait until we start it. We are going to be posting very, very soon. and we got a couple of videos stocked up, so we're gonna be posting out a lot of stuff. So hope you guys sub that channel. That link will be in the description. Red's link will be in the description, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So comment, rate, subscribe, guys, and I'll see you.